What's going on, guys? Bell here, bringing you some more Chivalry Medieval Warfare, playing Team Objective once again, and we have a special guest. Not going to commentate for me, obviously, but I mean, like, TotalBiscuit is in this game. You can see me hunting him down right now, about to smash his face in the back of the head. There it is. TotalBiscuit, eat my poo. I mean, as soon as I got online, I jumped right into the server, and I got killed by a guy named, TotalBiscuit, and I was really confused for a second. I was like, wait a minute. I was, like, thinking, like, could this actually be him? And I'm like, it probably is him. And then I realized every single developer came online, like, all the developers of the game, like, every single one of them. They're all here, like, oh, hey, spontaneously playing the game, every single one of us. And then I realized that it's because of TotalBiscuit. And then further into this game, we learned that it is TotalBiscuit. And, well, everyone else was asking, like, is that the real TB? And, like, they're like, yeah, man, it's the real him. It's the real guy. He won't give you an autograph, though, but he will smash your face in with a bardache, so whatever. And he was rocking it, too. He was doing pretty good with that, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is probably this is my best match I've ever played in Chivalry, hands down. I got, like, 42 kills or something, like, stupidly high. I mean, like, I was on fire. I was, like, shaking. I was so into it, because I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to let TotalBiscuit have a decent video. I'm like, I'm going to kill him over and over and over again, and it'll be really, really cool, and he'll have to completely be like, damn it, this guy's being really annoying, smashing my face in. I'll be like, yeah, that's right. But no, I didn't really want to ruin his video or anything. I was just really having fun playing with TotalBiscuit, because he actually is pretty good. I mean, this is probably his first time he jumped in. Like, I don't know how many times he's probably played this game. It was his first time or something along that, because I've never seen him before in this game, and I know a lot of people were trying to get TotalBiscuit to try this out because he does that his WTF series that he does, and so he actually, I guess it was his first time playing this, and he was pretty solid. I mean, he was better than a lot of people, like, for his first time. Like, I've known people that play this game for quite some time, and they still aren't quite up to standard with how the performance level he was at. Like, in the first time I've ever played against him, like, he knew exactly what was going on. Like, he knew what was up. He knew exactly what to do, and that attempt right there completely failed. I don't know if I kill him or I get killed by a teammate or something. Yeah, I get killed by a teammate. That happens a lot too. But this is probably the most intense game I've ever played, hands down, in Chivalry Medieval Warfare. It was so insane. I mean, we literally went down to the last peasant. Now, if you know this map, or those of you who aren't familiar with Chivalry Medieval Warfare, this map specifically, basically, what they're supposed to do is, forget what the objective. Yeah, you have to burn all the wheat fields. Wait, no, you have to push a cart. Sorry, I'm getting all mixed up again. You have to push a cart full of corpses into the water supply, which is where we are right now, which is all the water at the bottom. And then after you do that, you have to go and, like you see right now, they have to capture those two. It's not really capturing, they just have to go to these two little, like, wheel things that open the door, and then they have to open that. There has to be one player on each side in order for that to happen, so they have to capture both sides simultaneously. And then after they do that, they have to push forward, which is what's happening right now, and kill basically the king's families. So he has to go in there and kill all the royalty and all that, whatever, all the peasants, and yeah. So basically, we actually literally got down to the very, very last peasant, like the very, very last one that was left. That's what it came down to, and I'm sitting there in front of him with my shield like, I am not going to let this person die. I'm like, going to fight. I will die. Well, I will die, but he won't. Unfortunately, we lost. Spoilers. But, like, you know, it was a very, very, very intense game. I'm telling you right now, like, I couldn't believe it. I was shaking a lot of the time trying to, like, I know it sounds weird, but you know when your heart rate just goes, you know, when you're shaking, you're just like, ugh, you know, I want to kill things, and you're like nervous because you don't want to fuck up, you know what I mean? Like, you're going in for that hit, you don't want to screw anything up, and it gets really, really intense. That's how it was through this entire thing, and it was quite the match, I'm telling you, and it was pretty exciting getting to play with TotalBiscuit and pretty much every single developer in this game, or that made this game. That pretty much, I'm not sure if every single one of them was there, but I'm telling you, when you look at the scoreboard, like, there was a lot of developers there. Like, there were a ton. Like, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 90% sure, like 90% of them were there, because I mean, TotalBiscuit was here, and of course they're like, well, man, TotalBiscuit's got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I think, I don't remember exactly, compared to me with my measly couple hundred. Thank you for subscribing. not saying anything bad about them, just saying, you know, in comparison to his YouTube channel and mine, obviously he's like far superior to me in every way, because, you know, he has hundreds of thousands of viewers, and I'm just sitting here with my occasional 1,000 every once in a while, a couple hundred, which is great, because, you know, it's a small community, which I enjoy, but I mean, one day it would be nice to get to his level, but anyway, that's a completely other story, because that's probably not going to happen for some time, but I think I killed the developer right there, yeah. So, man-at-arms class, you know, playing as the man-at-arms because I figured it was a very good class for this map specifically because it would allow me to run around very quickly and just start pegging people in the back of the heads while they don't know. And in Team Objective, that's kind of what the goal is. Usually I'm like that guy that's kind of like rogue where I'll just kind of come in out of nowhere and just spontaneously bash your skull in without you really knowing. And that's my goal. That's what I tend to do. And you can see me typing in never, because they're like, leave TB alive, let him have good video and something good to talk about. And I'm just like, never! I will kill him every chance I get. And then, of course, I get killed by a catapult. Whatever, man. You know, like Saints Row the Third, I freaking flew through a plane, bruh. Like, whatever. Catapults, pfft. But yeah, so where was I going with that? I was completely forgot. Yeah, so man-at-arms class, you know, because it's manly, because it has the word man in it. So, you know, best class ever. But that's not the point. Basically, I wanted a class that would allow me to get around the map quickly, have a shield that was able to protect me from multiple blows from all directions, but also be able just to get in there really quickly and just be able to get land those hits. And I wasn't necessarily going for the whole thing of trying to be, you know, like, you know, dueling someone. Like, most people, like, don't want to get in there, they want to have a good fight. Me, I wasn't going for that. Me, I was trying to be cheap. Not really cheap, but I was just trying to be more aggressive, like a hit-and-run type player. Like, I was just going to go in there, smack a guy, kill him, run the hell away, and I don't know why I did that. I was trying to sprint and press C, but it didn't really work. But yeah, and try to, like, just go in there, smack him in the side of the head real quick, run the hell away. Like what I do to this guy right here. Like, you can see my buddy just kind of backs up and lets me just come in here and finish him off for him. And which is good teamwork, because I mean, I do that all the time. I find it absolutely hilarious when you're in a duel with someone and you start just backing up slowly, like completely avoiding him, and he's like, he's looking at you, like trying to attack you and wondering what's up with you, like suddenly just backing up nonstop, like as if you're super scared of him all of a sudden, and he's confused. Then he turns around and realizes that you have like 4 of your guys coming after him, and he's like, oh shit. And then he gets like his head bashed in by like 15 different people. It's quite awesome. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see TotalBiscuit's video on this. I really can't wait to see what he thinks of this. I'm pretty excited to see like his thought process, and because, you know, he's a very I don't know exactly the word to describe it, but he's a very like methodical. I don't really know. Like he just has a he's a very unique person in the way he like judges games. He can actually pick out like every little detail and review it, and like it's pretty good, especially for his WTF series where he has a lot of games that people don't normally hear about, but they get publicity because he just does that. So I'm really curious to see his thought process on this game. Now, of course, a lot of his game time was getting mauled in the face by me, and then he killed me right there. And I was really I've done that once where I was just swinging in there playing as the Mason Order. I was killing everything, and I was doing pretty good. And then a guy came around the corner trying to kill me, but I accidentally I didn't accidentally. I managed to clip him as well, like slice him up while I was slicing the filthy peasants, and it must have been really angry for him. Actually, I think I got that in a gameplay. But basically he did it to me, and I was kind of like, shit, let's not let that happen again. So trying to be a little bit more defensive here. And you can see me, I'm trying to go for TotalBiscuit while this guy is like on my side trying to kill me, and I was like, no way, man, TotalBiscuit's my kill. And then I killed him, like making his head explode and then I killed a teammate, and then Ghost killed me. Speaking of Ghost, the developer, one of the devs, it's kind of funny because yesterday I was playing as the Agatha on Stones Hill, and we were doing team objective, and it was the first time I've ever played as Agatha on that map. I've always played as Mason Order, like I've told you. I rarely play as Agatha, depending on the map, but I really enjoyed actually being able to defend for once, because I mean, usually I'm always the guy that's like assaulting, or depending on certain maps I am defending, but I really wanted to try Stones Hill because I know they had the ballista, and I know I wanted to be an archer that whole match. I wanted to try being an archer, so, and it succeeded. I walked out of there with 27 kills and 4 deaths. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was annoying the living crap out of Ghost because I kept killing him over and over again with the ballista, and it was quite humorous. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I was laughing the whole time. It was super enjoyable, and it was actually a really effective weapon. I loved it. It wasn't glitched like it was in my King of the Hill video that I released recently. It was actually running quite smooth, so everything was like on par with how everything handled. It was very accurate, and I'm really glad they actually don't have a zoom feature where you can actually zoom in like the archers can, because then that would just make it way easy, like way too easy, because it already is not, it's not easy to hit guys, especially at distance, but at close range the ballista's pretty damn effective. Like, I mean, you can kill a guy pretty easily with a ballista at close range, if you're not stupid about it. And it was cool, because when I started using it, I was killing like 2 or 3 guys at a time with one shot, and Ghost would be sometimes in that little group of people, and it was kind of funny, because I don't know, it was absolutely hilarious to just go in there and start wailing on people with a ballista. And then eventually I started getting shot, and I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm looking around, I'm like, oh great, it's Ghost trying to kill me. And one guy was asking like, oh, the ballistas are so like overpowered, and he's like, well, there is going to be a patch that fixes that issue. And hell no, Tiberius Bane trying to break into my peasants' 2x4 fortress of awesome made out of 2x4s. You're not going to get in there. Hell no. But yeah, so basically he was saying that the ballista is going to get this new what's it called, rotation limit, so it's not going to be able to like rotate as much as it was, so it won't be like a death funnel, quote unquote, which is what he said. So I'm assuming I won't be as effective next time like I was with the ballista that time, just constantly shredding people, making them explode, killing them all. But eventually he actually hit me with one of the arrows, and I found out where he was, and as he was typing which I knew he was typing because he was just sitting there, and I couldn't find him, and I kind of found him. He was using a crossbow, and he was sitting there in the bush, and I was like, oh, there he is. Decided to just take out an arrow and shoot him in the face while he was typing, which was really cheap, but hey. And there was another time he tried to like do the same thing, but I killed him again, and he was probably like really annoyed, because eventually he left halfway through the match, so I'm not sure if I made him rage quit, or if he was just like, oh, I got work to do, time to leave, or whatever. But I thought it was pretty funny. It was a really good time, and this was probably the most fun I've had in Chivalry, this match right here, like hands down. This was just fantastic, and this is how the release is going to be. Like, to me, I picture the full release being just like this, like with lots more people playing it. It'll be way more intense, a lot more going on, and it'll be a lot more fun when you got full servers all the time of team objective, and it gets this intense. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing the competitive aspect of this. I would love to see, I know this is far-fetched and way out there, but I mean, I would love to see Chivalry because of how competitive it is and how much it's based on skill. I would, well, depending, like in duels and talking, like stuff like this and certain team games, but it is really, really based on skill, let's face it. And I would love to see this make it into like a professional field, not like MLG or anything, but just something, you know, it would be cool just to see like actual, you know, like MLG type matches where tournaments and stuff are being like held for like giant games with teams that are just, you know, competing. And just, you know, it'd be really awesome to see that. Just the competitive aspect, you know, just the competitive field would be great to see that, because this game is incredibly competitive, like, especially like right now. Like, when I was actually pressing the battle cry, I was practically screaming in my house. Like, legitimately like, yes, let's do this, protect the peasants, protect the families. Because, like, and it went down, like I said, it went down to the very last peasant. It was really intense, and I was really debating whether or not, because they were like, we need tower shields, you know, set up tower shields, and I was thinking, like, because they actually break down the wall at one point, or break down the 2x4 barrier, and I actually ended up realizing that if we all got tower shields, it'd be very convenient if we all just sat there, we got a huge line right, and just basically made another barrier. So essentially, instead of it being that, like the wood, it would actually be, oh, and he broke it, lucky bastard. It would actually be, like another, just as soon as they go through, they just see a huge wall of tower shields. They wouldn't be able to break through, right? It'd be very difficult. And the guys on the outside would just take care of fighting off whoever was left. And if they happen to kill us all, then tower shields, I guess, would just shield bash, push them out, try to get them. You know, there's a lot of tactics that can actually play into this game, which I find is absolutely phenomenal, because you can actually do formations and stuff. There's a lot of things you can do that can actually realistically help you out. Like, I'm picturing lots of formations. I've seen some where, you know, it's like a triangle, and basically the tip of the triangle is like the biggest shield, and, you know, the shields kind of go out like an arrowhead formation, you know what I mean? And then there will be like occasional spearmen within, like, along the line, so that the shields are protecting them, but they can also jab. So it's like a moving tank with spikes sticking out of it. Picture something like that. it's kind of the same thing. Like, and you can actually do that, like, which is why I'm looking forward to seeing competitive aspects of this game, because there's a lot of cool things you'll be able to do like that in the game, where you can just, you know, do formations, do all kinds of things that'll actually boost your chances of survival in combat and boost your effectiveness as well. So, yeah, this game is going to be fantastic. Can't wait for it to come out. There's going to be a patch on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and I will definitely be bringing you tons of gameplay for that, because I heard that there's going to be a lot of changes, and you actually go on you can read on the web, on the forums, the changes they're going to have in the patch, and it's going to fix a lot of issues. The unlocks are finally going to work, so I'm finally going to be able to get my Claymore. Not the one that goes boom like in Call of Duty, but I'm talking like the Claymore like in Ironclad, where he pulls it out and cuts down a guy's fucking shoulder halfway through his body, and it was really cool to see that. So I'll be doing that to a whole bunch of people with my Claymore. Just also, and the Morning Star, I'm looking forward to that, and fire arrows and all kinds of stuff. Usually I'm not that good at archery, but I was doing pretty good in that one last game. But then again, I was using the ballista 90% of the time, but when I was using the arrow, I was actually doing, or bow and arrow, I was doing pretty good, so, you know. I'm looking forward, I can't even explain it. I'm really looking forward to seeing this game come out and just thrive, hopefully. Hopefully TotalBiscuit has good opinions. Hopefully he doesn't get mad that we all gangbanged him, because that's what we ended up doing. We all jumped him and were like wailing him with our penises and stuff, and hopefully he doesn't get, you know, he doesn't go like, well, you know, problems with this game, and then just start complaining about something, anything. But anyway, I really enjoyed playing this game again. A lot of fun. It was really cool to have all the developers in here, especially TotalBiscuit, and hopefully he's got good things to say. I said that like 50 times. 50 times I said that. See, there's the last peasant right there. They just got in here, and he's like, there's one peasant left, and I'm like, no. You can see we're all here just trying to like really protect his ass and make sure that he doesn't get killed. See, and you can see how effective that'd be, all the tower shields, just have them all crouching. Would have been awesome, you know, like just have a huge tower shield of guys crouching with it, you know, holding it in front of them. They wouldn't be able to break through. It'd be pretty effective. And he almost makes it into, like, as soon as I saw him getting this far, I was like panicking. I'm like, no, he's actually going to kill him, and then Buddy just stabs him in the face. And this is where the game ends, unfortunately. They managed to break through the line. I have my shield up. Doesn't do anything, though, because they break through it so easily. I'm like, no, Buddy, I got you. I got you. No, I don't. Never mind. I'm dead. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And thank you guys for watching. And I will definitely be bringing you some more content in the future. Take care, guys.